How many we're in there a minute? Okay, we're in there a minute. I know Kwame said you're supposed to wait 2 minutes before you start cussing. I think you can start talking anytime. I mean, it's not like I follow all of Kwame's formatics online. I gotta check that smoke shop out. I gotta take some flyers over there anyway. I'll go do that tomorrow before I get up out of town. You need to get that quarter panel fixed. Get that quarter panel fixed. You can't ride around in no whip with some sweet ass rims on it and have it all dented up and shit. Get that shit fixed. Did you spend all the money on the rims? Now you can't pay the deductible to get your shit fixed? Do you not have insurance? What's the problem? I mean, don't get all that shit on your car if you can't afford for the repairs. And if you got insurance, don't get all that shit on your cars if you can't afford to pay the deductible. That's the way I see shit. You might see it another way. I see it that way. A young girl out there, she look like she about 13, 14 years old, edging up the grass. And they got a big-ass yard. I'm over here on Stadium. They got a big-ass yard. She up there edging the grass. I like to see that. I like to see the youngins out doing yard work, out doing shit that they gonna have to do when they get their own shit. See, when you don't have a kid that can do shit that's gonna help them later in life, when they at that age and they get in their later teens, you setting yourself up for a failure. If you don't teach a kid how to run a house, how they gonna run a house? And the ones that you don't teach how to run a house, they run your house. See, we talked about this on birth control earlier. Most of y'all didn't check that out, so don't worry about it. I'm not worried. So when I talk about birth control, don't think I'm talking about the pill. Don't think I'm talking about the morning after. Don't think I'm talking about no condoms. This is not a Magnum advertisement. Well, for some of y'all lifestyles, you know. I know some of y'all don't really understand what a Magnum is, so I ain't gonna put you in that space. Peace to anybody that looks into the half space. I am here. I'm in the car. When I get back, I do the shit on the phone, but y'all gonna get the green screen until I can get the green screen capabilities and get the backdrop. Other than that, you know, YouTube's picking it up nicely. Facebook's picking it up nicely. Half just ain't compatible with the green screen technology yet. It's all right. They know how to send you some spaces and shit, so I'm good with it. They use me for what they use me for, and I use them for what I use them for. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a good thing, seeing her edge that grass up. And if she out edging, she probably knows how to mow too. That's a beautiful thing. Kids just need to know how to do shit. They need to know how to be domesticated. They need to know how to be domesticated. Unless they just gonna live in caves when they get out. You know, unless they gonna live in community living and shit and eat off of paper plates and drink out of Solo cups for the rest of their life. That's the other thing I can't stand. I can't stand when a kid don't know how to wash dishes. And dishwashers have, they really spoiled a lot of kids. You know, dishwashers have spoiled a lot of kids. A lot of kids really don't know how to wash dishes by hand. You get a notification free, or we just got lucky? We just got lucky to be graced with your presence. You didn't get a notification earlier. That's crazy. I don't know what's up with these notifications. The more subscribers I get, the less people are getting notifications. I don't know what they're trying to do. Why they trying to suppress this truth? Why they trying to hold the freedmen captive? It does not matter. I'm not going to stop. I'm within all y'all motherfuckers' community guidelines, so leave me the fuck alone and let my stream go. Let my stream go. She dressed like she was one of the Dexy's Midnight Runners. Some of y'all know what that is. Some of y'all don't. You know what Dexy's Midnight Runners is. You something. You something and you somebody to me. If you don't know what Dexy's Midnight Runners is, sit your young ass down and wait for me to talk about DaBaby. Because I'm going to talk about DaBaby in a minute. I'm just getting warmed up, you know. I'm like an old car. You got to warm me up, you know. You got to warm me up. You just can't just start me up and just take off. You got to warm me up. Let all my parts get lubricated before you take off. Let them all get lubricated. I can take my time with this. What we rushing for? What we rushing for? Yep. How much gas I got in this bitch? Is this enough to get me to tomorrow? I guess so. There, you're here and go home, and I get up in the morning, go right to the gas station. But see, I'll fuck around, and right first thing in the morning, I'll need to go somewhere else. And you know, should I get gas today? I'm in a dilemma. I'm passing all these gas stations, but you know you can't get no gas with no premium shits out here right now in a regular gas station. These bitches about $17 a gallon. You can't get no gas in no regular gas station. Your ass gotta be at the Buyers Club. You need to get a little bit of discount. And I don't shop at Kroger's enough to know how many points I got there to get my shit knocked down enough. I do know that Sam's Club gonna be the cheapest right now. They're probably gonna be the cheapest for me tonight. Even with the Speedway points, it ain't shit. Speedway ain't really popping on shit right now, but slushies. I can buy slushies for everybody in Ann Arbor, probably. I got so many goddamn Speedway points. I be fucking Caleb up and shit when we go up to the counter. We go up to the counter and shit, and I press in my little code, and they just give him the slushie, and he be like, looking at me like, you didn't give him no money. You don't understand. I gave them money before we got there. And before that, and many times before that. Now they owe me some shit. And it's coming back in the form of a slushie for my grandson. It is what it is. We gonna talk about it, Free. Them little motherfuckers tried to pull one on DaBaby. And DaBaby said, the fuck that. And I gotta like side with DaBaby. You really not gonna see me side with a lot of these mushmouth rappers. I'm trying to tell you. And I don't know if he's actually a mushmouth rapper or not, because I don't really listen to his music. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever heard a DaBaby track. I don't even like talking like this. I would rather say DaBaby, but I know it's DaBaby, and I sound the stupid because I don't talk like this. But I'm gonna do it just for content's sake. DaBaby. What about the IQ points? So, DaBaby is getting on his bus, his tour bus. And y'all probably seen this. This is just for the folks that ain't hip. This is just for the folks that ain't got cable and shit. The folks that only get Wi-Fi, you know, at work. They don't really know about that. Yeah, I know some of y'all get on Facebook only when you at work. I noticed that. And then you really can't get greasy because you at work. You on that company computer. That's why some of y'all, I be fucking with you to see if you'll say something. I know goddamn well you don't want to put nothing on that work server. You put something on that work server, you ain't coming to work next week. They looking for a reason to get rid of your ass. Don't get Rachel Nichols up in this bitch. But anyways, he's getting on his bus, and these kids is out there selling candy. Candy is the oldest motherfucking hustle on the street right now. I mean, legitimate hustle. You know, you go to the Buyers Clubs, you get the candy, You get the bars that you can really carry around. It ain't gonna melt and shit like that. You get the fundraiser bars. So you really can't just carry around the regular candy bars. They're not meant for sales like on the street. You got to get the fundraiser candy bars, and they wrapped up a little better. They can withhold a little heat, and you running out there for a couple hours and shit. You know, I've been on the street. I done had kids on the street doing fundraiser shit, so I know what I'm talking about on this. And I done bought a lot of fucking fundraiser candy bars and shit too. So I'm kind of a professional at this. So fall back and fuck with me. DaBaby was getting on his bus. These kids were selling candy bars. They both had some boxes. And he was like, for how much for all them shits? And they told him $200. $200. $200. Now that's not bad. That's not bad if you have 100 candy bars. Because if you have 100 candy bars and they're $2 a piece, it's $200. They had 64 candy bars. No, I'm sorry. Fucked up. They had 32 candy bars. They had $64 worth of candy bars. They had 32 candy bars left, $64 worth, and they said 200. They a $1.36 light in candy bars, but they gonna charge DaBaby 200. And I know why they charge DaBaby 200, but we gonna get to that in a minute. First, let's talk about the real shit. Why are you so heavy on your number and so light on product? 32 candy bars when you're supposed to have 100 candy bars. So you 68 candy bars short. But you $136 heavy. How come? Why are you trying to cheat the brother? Why would you be so fucking greedy as a kid? Why would you be so greedy, man? Who's teaching these kids this shit? To be greedy like this? I mean, they're out in the street, and I don't know if they're really selling it for fundraising, or they just out there and they know how to hustle, and they went and got them some cheap candy, and they trying to double up. But who taught them how to do this? How to do business like this? That's what I'm concerned about. That's what the last video was about. Talking about birth control, managing, supervising, guiding. Who guided them to cheat like this? Because he's a current star in hip-hop music, you think, and you know he's got it, you think that you should just overcharge him? Warner Robbins checking in. What's good with you, Tony D? I mean, I respect DaBaby for some of the things that he's done. I saw him buy out the Foot Locker a couple weeks ago and took the shoes to the hood. He bought every fucking sneaker in the store and said, let's go. I respect that. He didn't need to do that. But he wears sweet shoes. He wants kids in the hood to wear sweet shoes. If that's the level he's on, that's the level I love. I also saw him buy some toys and stuff like that at the toy stores. He was just basically paying for carts. You know, mothers was walking up to the cash register and shit, and he was just bam, 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 just hitting them paying for all their shit, all their kids' Christmas gifts, all their kids' clothes and shit. He didn't have to do that. Blessing people wherever he finds them in his travels. You ain't got to do that. So when he's getting on his tour bus and he's accosted by these two candy slingers, actually they're candy swindlers, what did Clayton Bixby say? Candy swindlers, no good tricksters. I mean, I ain't trying to be like that, but that shit just made me think of that. Candy swindlers, no good for nothing tricksters. So they accost him right before he enters his bus. And he said, how much? They said 200. He looking at these boxes. Both of these boxes supposed to have 50 candy bars in them. They start out with 50. But they only have 32 candy bars between the two of them. So let's just say they 16. Let's just keep it even. They was hustling together. And they 16 and 16. So they got 32 candy bars. So they got $64 worth of candy bars. They ain't even got $100 worth of candy bars. Because even if they had asked for the double up, say, you know what, we got $100 worth of candy bars, will you bless us with 2? I would fuck with that. But they ain't even got that. They got 32 motherfucking candy bars. They got 64 motherfucking dollars worth of candy bars. And these little candy slingers, candy swindlers, no good for nothing tricksters. Sounds better when I put the twang on it. Anyways, when they do that, they tell him 200. Now, I haven't actually seen the video. I've only seen him right on the bus. They said little baby had money out. He was already ready to pay for some shit. He had money out. And you could see he had stacks. And he was about to give him, some bread. When they told him that, I guess he had another stack. This is just one I heard. That was basically like all ones. Like he might have left the strip club just a little bit too early. They said it was like all ones and shit. They said little baby went in that one stack and said, give me 2 of them. And gave him $4. Hey, I don't expect DaBaby to eat more than 2 candy bars. He don't even really look like he eat candy bars, but the motherfucker probably eat a whole lot of goddamn candy bars. Them little skinny motherfuckers can eat a whole lot of chocolate, don't gain a pound. I can look at a Snickers sign and gain 7 pounds. So, bitch. Appreciate you, Friedman Media. We're really in full effect. We're in full effect, but we still ain't got everything up yet. We just putting it all together nice and slow. Nice and slow. We just doing that nice and slow. And when he did what he did and gave him that $4, that had to be some eye-opening shit for them. Seeing that they had asked for 200, but the motherfucker only gave them 4. So now they $196 light from their expectations. Their expectations have been doused by DaBaby. You asked for $200 motherfucking dollars for $64 worth of candy. He was probably going to give you that, maybe even more, who knows. But then he said, fuck you, and just gave you what your candy was worth. Now, how do you feel? I mean, how did they feel? I really want to know how they felt. Because they had to feel fucking stupid. You got this man about to open his pocketbook up for you and your candy that you did not make, that you did not market, that you did not package. Package came before the marketing or simultaneously. All you did was went and bought a box and you could double up. Buy for $1, sell for $2. Prop Joe, The Wire. Y'all know me. Where Ted Hicks at? Ted Hicks knows all the lines too. He be catching me and shit. So there it is, rompers. They call rompers. I got to talk about these outfits that ladies be wearing called rompers. That's what it is. That's what is spot on, Amy. Rompers, terry cloth. That's it, free. Terry cloth. Yep, Amy got it right below you. She got rompers. Yeah, I saw somebody in a romper today, and I don't believe she should have been in a romper. She just shouldn't have been in a romper. She wasn't romper worthy. She wasn't romper worthy. There's a couple reasons why she wasn't romper worthy, and I'm gonna talk about that. Now I know y'all gonna think I'm gonna go right to the weight. Y'all always think I go right to the weight. This ain't got nothing to do with her weight. Like, she wasn't like too big to be in a romper. It actually fit. The motherfucker actually fit her body. So now what? The motherfucker fit her body. There was other reasons she shouldn't have had that romper on. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it from head to toe. Because that's where her body should have been covered. From head to toe. Her body should have been covered. Covered in the blood of Jesus. How has the stream been? Has it pixelated at all? Pint-sized candy swindlers. Yeah, that's it. Hashtag pint-sized candy swindlers. No good for nothing tricksters. So he gives them the $4. And then people get mad at him because he gave them the $4. I mean, the kids were wrong, not DaBaby. The kids were wrong. Not DaBaby. But they're gonna ride DaBaby because he got money and he didn't feel like giving it up to cheaters. Cheaters. Those little motherfuckers are cheaters. They had 32 candy bars worth $64. They asked for 200. They got 4. They got exactly what they deserved. That's what I'm saying. They got exactly what they deserved. Nothing more, nothing less. They didn't get cheated. They tried to cheat DaBaby. And you motherfuckers are fucking cheering the kids? These little whack ass niggas? You cheering them? You teach your kid to go out there and be a businessman. Be fair. If somebody wants deals, you know, at $2 a piece. Cut them a deal, you know. I give you 5 for $9. You save $1. Cut them a deal. They're going to give you that extra dollar anyway because they were going to give you that anyway. But they might give you more because you're trying to cut deals. The whole fucking game is to move the product, bitch. You can tell these little niggas' daddies didn't sell no dope when they were younger. If they daddies sold dope when they were younger, they didn't know how to hustle. That's the problem. These little motherfuckers' daddies didn't sell dope when they were young. Their daddies like worked at Kroger's or some shit. They come from motherfucking workers in retail. Or motherfuckers that didn't work. Because a hustler gonna teach his kid how to go hustle. That's the first thing he's gonna teach him how to do. Not cheat. Only a thief type motherfucker will teach you how to go cheat. That's it, the rompers. Perfect. Perfect. You know, we also gonna talk about a video. I'm gonna put the video up because I'm gonna be inside. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about who's raising them, but it's how you raising them. And there's a situation that I gotta show, like, it's two trans people raising a kid. And that's really all I can say until you actually see the video. I'm gonna share the screen so you can have the whole experience. You're not gonna be able to just do the audio. You're gonna see the whole fucking experience. I'm gonna put the shit on. It's a TikTok video that I got sent to me. It shows these two trans people raising a baby. Now they raise that baby right and don't fuck that kid up, I'm good with it. But when you start doing fucked up shit to the kid from the outset, I'm on your shit. See, I'm not concerned about the LGBTQIAAP coming from me. If they want to come. Pull up. Where's your office at in Washington County? I'll come to you, bitches. I don't give a fuck. I already told you. I'm not out here by myself. I know gay people. I know gay people all over the place. But it's you LGBTQIAP motherfuckers who I'm looking for, because y'all perpetuating this bullshit. Trans people, do your thing. Don't fuck with kids, though. Don't be on that social engineering shit. And this is some social engineering shit. All right. Looking for my auxiliary key. Oh. I'm like, I got the key. So that's what we need to talk about. We need to talk about, and it don't even matter anyway, whether it's a trans couple or one of the people is trans and you're just trying to perpetuate some madness that's not true. Both people ain't got to be trans. This is just a unique situation, or unique to me. And it might be unique to you, or you might have seen this before. But when you see the whole thing and you hear the dialogue and the brother talking in the shit, you're like, what the fuck? It doesn't need to be that way. It could easily be the other way, but instead they make it this way. And that's why we gonna be on it. Friedman Media ain't gonna let this bullshit pass. You know, we got freedmen. We got freedmen that are women. We've got gay freedmen. And I'm sure there's some trans freedmen out there. Your lineage don't change just because your sexuality changes. If your people's bones are buried in this bitch, if your great-great-great-grandfather was a slave and you trans, motherfucker, you just a freedman that's trans. As long as you don't speak against collective, you won't get fucked up. That's all who's getting fucked up out here now. Anybody who's speaking against the collective. You speak against the freedmen, you get fucked up. It don't really matter who you are. You can be a freedman. Look at these Larry Elder niggas, Herschel Walker niggas, Vernon Jones niggas, Tim Scott niggas, Jim Clyburn niggas, all them niggas. And it looks like this motherfucker running for mayor for New York City, he's one of them niggas. Talking about he gonna bring back stop and frisk in 2021, bitch? Stop and frisk. So where you got motherfuckers that can legally carry guns, you gonna have them just getting stopped. Oh, why do you carry it? You got your paperwork for that, getting shot. There's gonna now be a ton of brothers in New York getting killed having legal firearms because the cop feared for their life. Yeah, bitch. Stop and frisk and get rid of qualified immunity simultaneously. If you're gonna start up, stop and frisk, get rid of qualified immunity, motherfucker. Because we know you're gonna kill us. We just need you to be responsible for it. Not talking that I feared for my life shit. If Philando Castile died showing you his gun permit, what the fuck we gonna do when we actually have the gun on us? Eat a dick. All right. Let me run this shit inside. I'm sitting in a motherfucking handicap spot. And this whole bitch gave me that. I need to go down to court too and fight this motherfucker. Because I'm fighting it. Class, I was taking an unload just like I'm doing right now. This bitch gave me a ticket and I was unloading. I'm like, you see me? She's like, I've gotten a lot of complaints about this truck. You whole ass bitch. No, you don't. I don't even park here normally. Man, I get up in my shit. Don't hit my car. I'm like, why would I fucking hit your car? How the fuck I look hitting a meter maid's car? Get your whole ass up out this parking lot. I told her I didn't give a fuck. Like, this is why motherfuckers won't put businesses in Ipsy for bitches like you. They don't want to deal with shit like you. Having a business in Ypsilanti, bitch, I pay your fucking taxes or your income. Getting a business permit helps you get paid. I help you eat, bitch. The fuck out of here. Giving up tickets to unloading motherfuckers. We just needed a good angle because we was running this shit right inside. And this whole ass bitch, she up here writing a fucking ticket at 5 o'clock. The fuck out of here, you funky ass bitch. Nobody got no time for that shit. I told her I'm fighting the motherfucker. I'm fighting it. Stupid ass. Shit, I got 2 other parking tickets I can pay that day, but I'm fighting this bitch. I'll tell the judge, like, look, I got 2 other tickets. You want to run my license plate? I'll pay those, but this one needs to go away. Let's make a deal, judge, or magistrate, whoever the fuck I'm going to be in front of. Let's make a deal. I'll pay for these 2. You wash this one. What you want to do? And I hope they call her funky ass in there. Because, you know, they like to come to court when you fight the shit. Call her off the street. Tell her funky ass to come on in the courtroom. I want her to tell her story. She gave out a fucking ticket at 5 o'clock when a motherfucker's up here unloading and shit. You know, what time was it? It might have not been 5. It don't even fucking matter. What time was it? The bitch, look at this shit. It was on a Monday at 6:03. This bitch giving me a ticket at 6:00. I thought it was 5 o'clock. Because I thought they get off work at 5 o'clock. What's she doing over here at 6:03? What was her whole ass doing in this parking lot at 6:03? Ain't none of these goddamn businesses except the Wings place open at 6:03. The handicap motherfucker down there, the optometrist, they got their own handicap spot. The nail technician, ain't nobody coming in with no handicap sticker. And if they are, they parking closer down there. They're not gonna park up here. This bitch T-boned my shit, so I couldn't if I was trying to pull out, I wouldn't have been able to pull out. I would have had to pull around her. She just swooped up on me, wrote the ticket at 6:03. They take a picture of your shit and everything. They had a picture of the car and everything. Like, I'm gonna come in there and be like, no, it wasn't my shit. Yeah, it's my shit, bitch. 6:03. She should have her stinking ass home watching the fucking news, seeing if Ipsy's gonna have some budget cuts, and maybe they're gonna have to cut some meter maids. And she'd have to give up that Ford 500 she's driving and start doing Instacart, start doing DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber, Lyft. Get your funky ass out of here, bitch. You just as bad as the motherfuckers trying to sell candy bars at damn near $4 a clip. Stupid ass bitch. I'm back, y'all. So yeah, that's where we at. That's where we at. Appreciate y'all checking it out. We got over 30 minutes. Okay. I didn't go that far, but I guess I talked a little longer when I was sitting. So I didn't drive 30 minutes, 38, 39 minutes. But, you know, it is what it is. I got to go move some cargo. Keyword cargo. We're going to go over that word later, too. All y'all new folks don't understand, y'all, I'm about the words. That's why y'all get what y'all get with me. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, but I also can spell what I mean. I can spell what I say. That's important. And then to be able to implement what I mean and what I say, that's the goal. That's the goal. Get pissed off. Every time I look at this fucking ticket. When I get this bitch? Oh, yeah, I got to pay this motherfucker, or I got to go fight this motherfucker. So what's the date? Yeah, I got to run down there. I'm going to call to get the extension, and then I'm going to go in there and fight it after I get the extension. Fuck it. Getting the extension is key. Get that before the due date. They can't fuck with you. Looks like it's gonna fucking rain again, man. I was trying to see my grandson today, but I'm gonna see him tomorrow. I see my granddaughter tomorrow too. Yeah, it's Friday. All right, we're gonna get back on here in a minute. know who that guy is. I just don't know who it is. Yeah, hopefully this stream went good because it was a straight shot. I don't think I had any turns. I had the one turn right when it started, and I stayed straight. So let's see if it went all the way through. It always fucks up right around tapping. See if it went through. Excuse me. Y'all be good out here. Appreciate it, free. Subscribe to the Half Space. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Friedman Media on IG. Ain't nobody doing it like this out here. They're just not. The worst thing about my content is the fucking signal when I drive. That's the bad part. You might lose a little bit every now and then. We might pixelate it every now and then. But I try to find when I know I got a bad signal, I just slow up talking. I don't want nobody missing nothing. You deserve this. All right, like this and move on. One love.